everyone, Chris Young here from the Wrestling Bites podcast. We've got 2 shows to review, so time is limited. Let's get going! Let's start with WWE Smackdown, coming to you from Oklahoma City. The first segment I thought went a little long, believe it or not, with the Bloodline. Paul Heyman kept talking and talking and talking and talking. We were 15 minutes into the show and nothing had happened. And then something happened. This guy right here, Bill Goldberg, showed up and challenged Roman Reigns. Bill Goldberg on SmackDown. I couldn't believe it. Sadly though, the rest of the show didn't compare to the awesomeness of that. It was obvious during the tag team match that Sheamus, Cesaro, and Ricochet had to carry Ridge Holland. He missed several basic moves. He was standing on the apron during the finish looking like an idiot waiting for a spot. And then the whole match looked rushed and looked sloppy. I didn't care for it. The Viking Eric got buried losing to Jimmy Uso so fast. It gives him zero credibility that he'll be able to win at Elimination Chamber in 2 weeks. Aaliyah is my new favorite wrestler despite being raw and green. She's my favorite because she did this. She's throwing punches and not elbows. Fantastic. Although we could see the finish of the match coming a mile away, when the referee was mic'd, he was actually counting when they were outside and counting fast. It wouldn't be a wrestling event without burying the referees. Here's Kofi Kingston making a tag to Big E. Big E's nowhere near the corner, in the middle of the ring, not even holding the rope, not even looking. Terrible! And 2 notes about the format of the show. I would have pushed the Sami Zayn, Johnny Knoxville thing after the Nakamura match because it led to Sami Zayn getting a match against Nakamura in 2 weeks for the title. It pretty much showed that Nakamura was going to win the title. And then they played this pre-package of Goldberg and how awesome he is. It kind of took away the spontaneity of how awesome it was that he just showed up when they have a pre-packaged deal ready to go. Now let's go to Rampage. Honestly, Rampage wasn't a bad show. It was okay. The commentators, though, made it terrible. Let's review some of the things they said. Taz insinuated that Sammy Guevara had broken ribs because, as you can see, that tape is clearly on the ribs. During a regular match, Chris Jericho says you can't win if your opponent is on the floor. I guess he's never heard of countouts. And then Excalibur says, let's hear from the professor of professional wrestling, Serena Deeb. And they played a pre-package that had no talking at all. We didn't hear anything but music. And of course, it wouldn't be AEW without our apron spot. And the most awkward segment in wrestling, this weird interview for the main event. Be sure to leave a comment. I'd love to read what you think. And until next time, keep it between the ropes.